What's up? Hi, welcome to another day. So basically right now I'm going to see a little girl that I used to like babysit a lot when I was in high school and stuff, and she is my heart. If you guys know me, her name's if you know me, you know her. Her name's Rhea. She's literally like love of my life. I love her so much. I would die for her. Like she's, I miss her. And I'm so excited to see her, and I just gotta pull up the address of where I'm going. Then we're gonna get our booty over there. There's just dust permanently in my lens, so if anyone has any idea of like how I can fix that, let me know. Because I can like see it inside, and I don't know what to do about that. Okay, anyway, let's get our booties moving. Basically what I've been doing today is just kind of like editing again, and I went with my dog on a walk. I think I've just like been like chilling a lot because I know that like once I get a work schedule figured out and whatever, then it's gonna be a lot less chilling. Hi, me from work some time later, and it's definitely a lot less chilling. This is how I feel. So I've just kind of, I guess, been preparing for that. I don't know. Or just being lazy, whichever. Last night I went over to my friend Dylan's house, or not his house, he was house sitting, and I played Fortnite for the first time. Meme alert. I had such a bad headache, like such a bad headache, but I kept playing because, you know, game is life. I look like a librarian a little bit, don't you think? I'm just saying, Rhea, like she's gonna judge me, but it's fine. You know what I just realized? I have been so paranoid about me being able to use my camera while I'm like filming and driving or whatever. And I realized that you can put a freaking GPS thing in the same place, which means that I'm totally fine. Literally no one cares about this. And then I don't actually have to worry. I'm looking for 3. Oh, I'm not gonna say that a lot. Okay, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Am I the only one that doesn't really like, I only like getting my car washed when it's like the outside and I don't have to get out of my car. I don't like the ones when I have to get out of my car. But I do like them because like my car gets so much cleaner. I don't know, man. So, I've been meaning to make this video, or not this like specific, well kind of. I've been meaning to talk about this in a video, and there's like a pretty decent line right now waiting for the car wash, so I figure like why not talk about it right now. I've been wanting to talk about college and stuff and just like kind of my experience with it, and some people sent me questions like a while ago and I'm just now getting to it. So let's just do that. Here we go. So here's some questions that people have asked me when it came to like going to college if you guys don't know this, hi, I'm Victoria. I go to school in New York City. I go to Pace University. I just finished my sophomore year, so hello. And so some people had some questions about that. First question was, what's it like to not really have a typical college campus, and how long did it take for me to get used to the city? So, if you're not familiar with like New York campuses or like typical like city campuses, I guess, everything's kind of like in one, all of my classes are in one building. There's like 4 buildings for Pace, I think. There's like 4 dorm buildings. Yeah, there's 4 buildings for dorms. Okay, so there's more than 4, but academically, I think there's 3 buildings. I'm not sure. But anyway, I really like it because the city is my campus, whereas like I never have felt restricted, and this sounds weird to say, but like I am a very boundary driven person, but like I like to create my own boundaries, as anyone would. Control issues, I don't know, but so I've always liked that. Like I've never felt trapped in my school. Like if I needed to do my homework or whatever, it wasn't, my only option wasn't the library, like, or one coffee shop. New York was my option. So I could like go anywhere that I wanted to go to do my homework, whatever. And I really love that. And I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, like I've gone to Columbia and like gone to their frat parties. Shout out to Ryan, who let me come with her. And honestly, like that's not really my scene. It's fun, but I just like, I get too anxious and like I don't really like it that much. I really like not having a typical college campus. All right, and then the second part of that question was, how long did it take for me to get used to the city? And honestly, like I contemplated not including this in the video, mainly because I still feel like I'm not totally used to the city. I think I'm getting more used to it, like I understand it a little better, and I understand the people a little better, but I am not used to the city yet. Like, sure, like I can get places where I need to get and I can live in the city, but it takes a lot to like go from California, like, and where I'm in Santa Barbara, where I'm from, like, to go from there to like this whole other like different realm, basically. Like it's a lot, and so I think it's still a work in progress. I'm not fully like all jazzed up about New York, but I still really appreciate it, and I appreciate New York and everything that it's like done to like grow me. I refuse to let it chew me up and spit me out. I think that's my biggest thing, is like I refuse to let New York do that to me. And so I've just been like really like pushing through. But yeah, I think it took me, it's a constant kind of thing, because I really love where I'm from and I really love New York. So I think a lot of people that go to New York hate their hometown. So it's really easy for them to like get used to New York and to love New York and all of that stuff. But it's really hard when like I love California and I love my friends here so much, and then I also love New York and I love my friends in New York so much. So it was like, it's always kind of like I'm stretching myself. I'm literally stretching myself across the country to like try to stay connected with my friends here, and then also try to stay connected with my friends in New York, because like both of the like relationships mean so much to me. So, okay, next question. How hard was it to move away from home, and how fast were you able to adapt to a new city? Similar questions. But when I chose to go to Pace, I felt it in my heart that I needed to be in New York. And that's the way I kind of live my life. I do things like, I guess you could say it's spontaneous, but also like, I like make decisions based on my heart telling me like, this is it. This is where you need to be right now. There's no other option. This is what you need to be doing. And if I don't feel that way about something, like, I guess it's a passion inside of me. If I don't feel that way about something, I can't do it, because like my whole heart's not in it, and my whole heart needs to be in something for me to do it. So when I was moving to New York, it wasn't too hard, because I knew that it was where I was being called to be, weirdly, you know? The days leading up, like the last 4 days before I actually moved to New York, it was like a little like scary, and I was like, wait, what am I doing? Like, it hit me finally, and I was like, I'm about to leave everything that I know and be in a completely new city with people I don't know anyone, like, and I have to just start over. And while it was scary, it was also kind of exciting, and I love that I did that, and I would not change that for the world. Like, I'm so happy that I chose to go to school in New York. And how fast were you able to adapt to a new city? I adapt pretty quickly. So while like I wouldn't say that I'm like used to the city, I can make it look like I am. So I adapted, you know? So it's more like my outside was like able to be like, all right, let's go. New sense of humor, new types of people, metro system, people talk fast, people walk faster, people are a little, you know, on edge. But like I was able to hear that, see that, and get into it. And like literally it was like a jump rope sort of thing. And I just had to watch it and then jump in. And once you jump in, you just have to make sure that you keep jumping with the rest of the people. And I think that's the scary part, is like you get tired of jumping, but you can't really stop. And I think that's a love-hate kind of thing, because, you know, you want to like be able to take a rest, and I think that's why I appreciate Santa Barbara so much, because then I come home and I'm able to rest. Next, This person said, really random question. It's not necessarily about New York, but just wondered if you felt any guilt when you decided to go to college in New York, but your family was in California. I often feel like I would want to go to college away from home, but it also fills me with so much guilt over leaving my family because I know they rely on me a lot. So, again, the same thing, like, okay, when it came to, like, leaving my parents are both first generation, or I'm not first, they're not first, they are immigrants. Both of my parents are immigrants. And my dad came from Germany, my mom came from Mexico. Neither of my parents went to college. So for them, like, they have worked their butts off my whole life to make sure that, like, I was getting that I was getting the education that they wish that they could have gotten. And, like, they literally, like, I could cry. Like, I love them so much. Like, they work so hard for me. And I knew that, like, just for them, for me to go to college, like, that's all they have ever wanted. So it didn't matter where I was going, like, as long as I was going to college and I was doing school, like, that's what they wanted from me. And so I think that, like, took away a lot of, like, pressure of, like, where I was going and what I was doing. And my dad even helped me a lot. Like, when I decided that I wanted to go to New York, I looked at my dad and we were walking around Pace, and I looked at him and I was like, Dad, like, this is it. Like, this is where I need to be. And he was like, I knew you were gonna pick this. And part of me was, like, a little, like, scared and whatever, because I was like, oh, this is so far away. But he really calmed my nerves, and he said this, he was like, New York is only a 5-hour flight away. And I think that that really helps a lot with, like, that whole scary distance thing. Is I always think about, like, that. Is that, like, really all I have to do is get on a plane and it's 5 hours. Like, I'm closer, travel-wise, I'm closer to Santa Barbara from New York than I would be from Santa Barbara to San Francisco, because in San Francisco, like, I would drive there, and that's a 6-hour drive. So if I, like, which was another place that I did kind of want to go, San Francisco, and so I was like, oh yeah, you're right, like, I am kind of closer, sure, we can go with that, you know? So, yeah, I would just encourage you, like, your family loves you, and they want you to succeed. Your parents want you to succeed. And if, like, your love for them and, like, fearing that they're not going to be okay without you, if that's what's keeping you back from, like, applying to a certain school, apply, go to that school, do what you need to do, because the last thing that your family wants to do is hold you back. They want you to go forward. They want you to do all that stuff. They will figure out their life. Like, they will figure it out, because at the end of the day, like, that's not your responsibility. Like, your responsibility is to live your best life and do the best that you can. That way, like, one day you can look back and you can help your parents and you can help your family, you know? Like, get that education, get what you need to do so that you can help out your family, you know? Because, like, really, like, you can and you have the ability to, and if you really set your mind to it, then, like, then you won't be afraid of not being able to help out later on, because, like, you'll have so much faith in yourself that you know, like, okay, me going to this school is going to set me up for a life where, like, my parents won't ever have to worry about, like, things that they had to worry about in the past. Like, that's something I always tell myself, is that, like, one day I'm gonna be able to buy my parents back this house that they lost, like, a long time ago. It was my childhood home, and that is, like, what keeps me going. It's that I'm going to be able to buy them that house one day, and I just keep telling myself that. And I don't know, I just think that, like, those kind of things, like, telling yourself that kind of stuff, like, really helps when you start feeling, like, guilty for, like, leaving or whatever. Oh crap, my camera's gonna die. Ow. Okay, not sure if this question applied, but California, New York. I love them both so much, so I can't pick. Do you plan on staying in New York City after college? I don't know yet, because I don't like to plan things out that far, because everything changes. When you try to plan out your life, life changes. So I don't do that anymore. I just kind of I have goals and I have dreams and stuff, and, like, it's not like I'm not thinking about those kind of things, but, like, I just kind of, like, let my dreams happen and let my goals fester up in my head, and then I take each day by day and just kind of go and do my thing, whatever. Then, what is your favorite area or your favorite areas in New York, aka Brooklyn, Lower East Side, blah blah blah? So, my favorite place ever in all of New York and Brooklyn, whatever, Greenpoint in Brooklyn. It is my safe spot. It makes me so happy. It's a little Polish area, and I get my film developed there. There's a little park there, and on Saturday mornings, it's so cute to see the families, and like, I don't know, it's just, when I need like an escape and I need somewhere to be to feel safe and whatever, Greenpoint is my go-to. And then Lower East Side is so much fun to go out in. The bars over there are so awesome, and just like, I don't know, I like that area a lot, and I think there's a lot of really cute like restaurants and whatever. My favorite restaurant is the Spaghetti Incident. Also, I think that's the Lower East Side. I'm not sure if that's Soho or the Lower East Side. I don't know. Correct me if you know. But Spaghetti Incident, go eat there. It's so good. It is my favorite place. It's not too expensive. It's cash only, so make sure, but there's an ATM there. That. Spicy Village. So good. Oh my god, that food is so good. You can bring your own booze. And then if you bring your own booze, you have to like spend like $12 or something a person, which is like, I had a full, like I had so, and the food is so cheap that $12 gets you so much food. It's great. It's so amazing. All right, hi, sorry, I needed to do that. Get the sign up for the car wash, whatever. Oh, also another one of my favorite places is the Bean. It is on Broadway. Take any of the trains that get you to Union Square, and then it's the one that's on 12th and Broadway. That Bean, I go there and I do my homework there, and it is my favorite place ever. And then, what do you love most about living in the city? I absolutely, also I love Chinatown, just all of Chinatown. Okay. But that leads into like, what do I love most about the city? I absolutely love that like there is Chinatown, that there's Little Italy, that there's Greenpoint. Like, I can go to these places and like I can suddenly kind of be in a new part of the world where everyone is speaking like Polish or speaking Chinese or speaking Spanish or whatever. Like, I just love that so much because I feel like I'm going around the world, but I'm in one city. And I love that. I love all of the culture, and I love just getting to experience all of that. I think that it's such a blessing, and yeah, it's just, I love it a lot. Like, at the end of the day, I love New York, and I think it's like so awesome and such a great place. So I'm now in the car wash, and my camera's gonna die. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I'll end the vlog when I get out of here. Okay, hey, back. So, just finished the car clean, but yeah, that'll be it for this vlog, I guess, because I have a feeling that that's gonna be really long. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in and stuff. I love you guys a lot, and make sure that you guys like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a post and you know when I'm posting, because I know that all the algorithms get kind of weird sometimes, and I don't know, just want to make sure that you guys are seeing my videos. And yeah, tell your friends, invite family, I don't know. Welcome to the crew if you just subscribed. I love you. And if you're already subscribed, I love you even more. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye-bye.